Guess what time it is?
It's time for
Good morning, entrepreneurs.
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 Good morning, entrepreneurs. Good morning, entrepreneurs.
Good morning, entrepreneurs.
Good morning, entrepreneurs.
Good morning, entrepreneurs.
Good morning, entrepreneurs.
Good morning, entrepreneurs.
Good morning, entrepreneurs.
Good morning, entrepreneurs.
Good morning, entrepreneurs.
Good morning, entrepreneurs.
Good morning, freaking fabulous entrepreneurs.
Good morning, entrepreneurs.
Good morning, entrepreneurs.
G'day, good morning, entrepreneurs.
Good morning, entrepreneurs.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Good Morning, Entrepreneurs. I have the honor today to introduce our two co-hosts, Kim White and Kerry Zarb. Kim is the fearless and fierce leader of the My Sexy Business team, and Kerry is the owner and founder of Zinc Business Solutions, where she's a financial designer and genuine whiz at podcasting and so many other things. This dynamic duo has a way of conversing that makes us all draw toward them and listen to their messages. They have so much wisdom between the two of them, it's unbelievable. And I love spending time with them, and I know you will too. So let's get started with the show. Over to you, Kim and Kerry.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Good Morning, Entrepreneurs on this wonderful Friday and live stream number 28. Kim, how's that?
That's just wild, Carrie. I can't believe it sometimes.
Oh, me too. I'm so excited. We have a pretty exciting show lined up today, Kim. But before we head there, do you want to tell everyone why we're here and who we're here for?
Oh, I would love to, Carrie. So we are a global entrepreneur community, and we are doing this for you, the entrepreneur that's watching, and we want to be living proof. So it may seem like we're bragging a lot on the show, but I promise that's not what we're about. We want you to take away things that you can do just like we're doing live. So think about you in the position that you're in and see what you can take from the show today so that you can do some things to be living proof for others too.
Oh, I love it, Kim. And we happen to have our coffee mugs ready because, oh, look, matchy. I love it.
And we only learned that we were matchy right before.
Yeah.
Before the show. So
I love it. Well, Kim, we need to take our first step in today's show. We want to step into entrepreneur land, which is all about getting started, taking the first step, because we all need to take that first step, especially in business, and we need to get the ball rolling. And the first step could be mapping out what we want our business to look like. It could be pushing the button to launch our website or a podcast. It might be sending a gift to a prospective client to show our appreciation. Whatever that first step needs to be, it's time to take it. So, Kim, we've got some holidays that we want to celebrate as well, because I think, is it, or has it been or gone? Hang on, the date's backwards for Kerry. It says 9 and 7, and over here it's 7 and 9. So on Thursday,
yesterday,
yes, thanks, Kim. It was National Buy a Book Day, and Kim, I think you and I both have a couple here.
I think that we probably would qualify any day of the week, Carrie. Let's just be real. I can't even hold them all. Love it. Love it.
And Kim, those books have been published from our community members, which also happen to be most of our roving reporters as well. So that's pretty exciting. And Kim, I think there was a holiday coming up is it tomorrow or the next day? There's National Grandparents' Day. Something else to celebrate?
We want to celebrate our favorite Nene, Holly Totten. So good morning, Holly.
Morning, Holly. Definitely. And Tuesday coming up on September 12th is National Day of Encouragement, Kim.
I think it's really important, Carrie, to think about it in the entrepreneur space we're in. Think of the encouragement you've needed over the years and I've needed over the years. And, just encourage somebody that's a small business owner or an entrepreneur that's wanting to start something.
Absolutely, Kim. I do agree. We all need encouragement. And if you've got a community around you and people that can support you, that definitely keeps us all going. We need that encouragement to keep going, especially when, things are a little bit tough. Things do get tough when you're an entrepreneur, and having people around you to support you and give you that encouragement is definitely the right step forward. Love it. So, Kim, let's head over to our first roving reporter to kick off this amazing show. We have Jill Olish, who is our mama to all mama entrepreneurs. Take it away, Jill.
Thanks, Carrie and Kim. Hi, this is Jill coming to you as a roving reporter for Good Morning Entrepreneurs with a segment for mama entrepreneurs. Are you a planner or do you go with the flow? How about for business? I'm definitely a planner. But there are times where I feel that I'm going about willy-nilly without a plan and no purpose. To get myself back to focus, I revisit my plan, which is going to be my calendar, my sticky note time board, or my vision board. And these different versions of my plan, broken down in various ways, are the roadmaps for my life. They are intentional aspirations and goals, along with the steps to achieve them, that have to do with all of my roles as Jill. The things that make me me, like being a human, being a mother, being an entrepreneur, they don't stand alone. They're all taken into account in the planning. The big roadmap, like my vision board, it actually covers my goals and aspirations for all of me. If you are finding yourself between paths on your journey, look back at your plan and see if you're actually splitting yourself into two. Try practicing the opposite. Take into account all of your roles as you, a human. Back to you, Kim and Carrie.
Thank you, Jill. Oh, Kim, I really love the roadmap with the vision board.
I do too, Carrie. And I'm so proud of Jill because that was powerful stuff. We are one person, and all of those roles we do play are so important. Just so important. So thank you, Jill.
Absolutely, Kim. I agree as well, because I think we can't kind of neglect our other selves when it comes to being an entrepreneur. And sometimes it's a balance. It's hard to keep that balance going. And Jill's certainly helping us highlight the need to do those things for ourselves in our journey. So grateful.
Me too, Carrie. And I want to move us over to the virtual cafe, Carrie. So here we go to the next segment.
Kerry Zarb is a rock star podcaster, brilliant entrepreneur, director of Zinc Business Solutions, cover girl, mastermind leader, financial designer, founder of the Biz Beans Club, and GME roving reporter.
Thanks, Kim. This is Kerry Zarb coming to you as a roving reporter for Good Morning Entrepreneurs. And we have today's finance segment right here in my virtual cafe, because this is where coffee meets money. Today, I want to talk to you about how you can categorize your business expenses. Perhaps your accountant has given you a list, or maybe you've gone in search on the internet for the perfect list to categorize those business expenses. I want you to throw out those preconceived ideas and think about what makes sense to you. Why? Well, the reason is because if the words don't make sense to you, I guarantee you're going to spend more time trying to work them out when really you just need to be able to get it done when it comes to working on the flippin' digits. Common one for you today as an example is advertising and marketing. Maybe you don't do advertising in your business yet. Call it marketing. Here's another one for you, printing and stationery. Maybe you don't do external printing. You might print everything in-house, in which case you would just call it stationery because it would be for the pens, the paper, and the desky needs in your business. Do we have time for one more? Let's sneak it in. General expenses. What is general expenses? Normally, this is all the things that don't fit into other categories. If you name your categories to things that you can identify, you'll be less likely to use general expenses. I don't know about you, I wouldn't have a clue what I put in that category when I go to do my taxes in over 12 months' time. Today's key takeaway is name your expense categories with titles that make sense to you because you are who matters when it comes to working on your business finances. Make a list of categories that you can easily follow. That's all for today's finance segment from the Virtual Cafe. Back to the studio. Thanks, Kim. Oh my goodness, Kim.
So it's okay, it already played, but we are going to talk really quickly, Kerry Zarb, because you celebrated something recently that was a big accomplishment, and we want to all acknowledge you and your hard work. So, Adam, you can play it now. It's okay. Like, we can see Adam in the green room, and we're giggling. So, Carrie, we want to celebrate the fact that you have been doing business in that particular business for over 11 years. It's pretty amazing to celebrate you. And you give us lots of opportunity because, I mean, you've hit the 300 plus episodes for podcasting. You've just hit so many milestones this year, and we don't want to miss that opportunity to say thank you for all the things you've done for us.
No, you guys are too much. I had no idea any of those things were coming. And that was just another day. Being 11 versus, last year was the decade, and that felt like a bigger celebration to be had. But I did need to recognize myself, even just with one social media post that I put out there, that these guys obviously were paying attention to, because I didn't say it out loud anywhere. I just let it kind of slide on by like a regular birthday.
Well, Carrie, here's the thing. What you even said about how to categorize your expenses, doing it in something that we can follow that. We've been coming to the virtual cafe for a while, you and I, and we have lots of conversations. You've helped me tremendously. And I think it needs to just be said out loud that you do make things simple, Carrie. That's what we need to be able to do it. And you are rocking everyone's world. And we don't want to miss that opportunity to just celebrate you. We just want to celebrate you, ma'am.
Oh, thank you guys. I really do appreciate it. And I just want to obviously give a shout out to Kim because she does hang out with me in the virtual cafe where we actually record the podcast every single week as well. So, Kim, I appreciate you being by my side throughout all those episodes and helping me bring the simple to the business finances, because it really is easier when you have a conversation with someone else rather than yourself.
So let's be very clear about this. Let's be clear was our word last week. Let's talk about that really quickly, Carrie. So the clear thing is I am a kindergarten princess who shows up in the virtual cafe to ask Carrie questions, and Carrie records it. That's the best way to put that, Carrie.
Not even close. Nice try, princess. Nice try.
Well, Carrie, I would love to share the commercial for the podcast because I think it's really important that we do point people to some place they can learn from you. So take it away, Adam.
Do you struggle to understand your business finances? Are you sick of not being able to keep up with the beans in your business? Tune in to the Simply Biz Beans podcast for weekly coffee convos about business finances. This is where coffee meets money. Hosted by Kerry Zarb and Kim White in the virtual cafe, we invite you to join us at our table with your favourite brew. Because we understand your finances are as private as your underwear. This is why we share these personal conversations with you, so that you can get in control of your business finances. We chat about the real issues we've faced with our flippin' digits and discuss everything in a simple way to help you on your Biz Beans journey. As Princess Kim would say, buckle up, and I'll say, come on, let's go, it's coffee time. Catch the Simply Biz Beans podcast on your favourite podcast channel today. Aw, awesome. Thank you, Kim. And thank you guys, all of you, everyone involved in this production, Adam and Jill as well, because all the surprises today.
It is very funny because I was trying to work out, Carrie, how I could record you in the green room when you saw what we had done, because Carrie was not privy to it. And let me just tell you, I have to cut conversations off with Carrie before I tell things. So
There was chatter behind the scenes this morning before we came on live, and I'm like, what are you guys up to? You're up to something. I knew something was going on, and I think there's still more to come. So I'm watching. I know there's something else happening. I know. So Kim, I think it's after the commercial. Obviously, we appreciate everyone being here, and we're going to kind of get out of the finance zone and keep going forward with the show. We've got a lot more to get through, Kim. So speaking of getting started, let's go to our next roving reporter, Donna Bender, who is our certified givologist and branded products strategist. Over to you, Donna.
Thanks, Kim and Carrie. This is Donna Bender coming to you as a roving reporter for Good Morning Entrepreneurs. Today's Surprise and Delight marketing segment is on the second key aspect of successful gift giving. Last week, we discussed that in a research study on corporate gifting, the recipients reported that the number one key aspect when receiving a gift is that it should be thoughtful. The second key aspect reported is the gift should be memorable. When you give someone a memorable gift, it's a clear and tangible representation that you value them. It shows that you've taken the time to think about their preferences, their personality, and what they would appreciate. One of the most memorable gifts I have given is a soft, luxurious blanket in a keepsake box, and I tie up the box with a big, beautiful, wired ribbon bow. I love to give blankets as a gift because of how it makes people feel. It represents comfort and a sense of security. It's like giving a giant hug. One thing I do want to note, I don't brand the blankets with my company logo, although many clients do, and that's fine. What I found out personally is that I have clients and business associates that I gave a blanket to 7 years ago that still say to me, every time I use my blanket, Donna, I think of you. There is nothing that warms my heart more. It's like music to my ears, and something we all hope to achieve both personally and professionally when we give gifts. I still love giving blankets today. Memorable gifts often become cherished keepsakes that remind the recipient of a special moment or person. Every time they see or use a gift, they'll be reminded of you and the occasion in which they received it. This can strengthen your relationship and create a lasting and positive impression. So the next time you're considering a gift, take a moment to think about how you can make it memorable. It's not just about the gift itself, but the message it sends and the feelings it evokes. Back to you, Kim and Carrie.
Thank you, Donna. Oh my goodness, Kim, I think Donna's onto something.
She is, Carrie, and I want to show a couple of examples she's helped us with that, you know, one of our little things that we love that we are finding out more and more that it is very memorable is our little lunchbox that we did for our sticky note time participants that came to New York, Carrie. And I know you were there virtually, but we had some people in person. And Donna was using one of the gifts that we surprised everybody with, um, which is the microphones with the GME logo on them. That's so cute. Let me just tell you about this crew and the memorable. We've got videos that are coming soon, coming to a theater near you. I will say that, where they were in the mall sort of fighting with their microphones. They were doing all kinds of funny things. We had to intervene with the security because they were coming to you know, calm the rowdy bunch down. All of that was going on. I feel like that's all very memorable, Carrie.
Yeah.
When I look at these things, I think about Donna. I still have a blanket Donna gave me. And, she is the creator of the Giving Plan. And I think something to be said about that is something you can do to get started. She's got a giving plan that you can get started doing memorable gifts, doing memorable branded things. Like, so exciting.
And Kim, speaking of Donna and memorable gifts, so Donna actually sent this one across the globe to me, and it's got her little favorite quote on it, which is, "Who will you inspire today?" And of course, it's perfect because it's a takeaway reusable coffee mug for Kerry. Like, she knew who she was gifting, and that's the kind of thing that Donna can help us all with by connecting the dots of what we want to give to the person that actually this is cherished. This is very cherished to me, and I love that. Well, I'm in Australia. Donna sent it right across the globe, and I was like, oh my God, when I got it. Oh.
So maybe we should just tip our proverbial hats to Donna today with she made things memorable for us, Carrie. And anyway, thank you, Donna Bender.
Thank you, Donna. So, Kim, let's go to our next roving reporter all the way from Tasmania, Linda Bonney, bringing conversations to entrepreneurs. Take it away, Linda.
Hi, it's Linda coming to you as a roving reporter for Good Morning Entrepreneurs. And today I'd like to talk about conversations online versus in person. Now, for most of us as entrepreneurs, we spend quite a bit of time communicating online, which can make it a little bit harder to pick up on body language and visual cues. And often there are times when people may be multitasking at the same time, which is tricky to navigate because it can be a little bit of a distraction when you're trying to have a conversation with someone. We're often having a conversation one-on-one with a person in a group of people as well. So it's a little bit different to having a group of people in a restaurant or something where other people may be also having their own one-on-one conversations over here, and we're having a conversation over there at the same time. So I think it's important to inject a little bit of ourselves into our online presence, a little bit of our personality, our laugh, and maybe the odd eye roll or two as well. And just have a think about what sort of person you can be online and bring forward a little bit of what you carry in person to the online presence as well, just to make that a little bit more comfortable for you and perhaps less intimidating. That's it for now. Back to you, Kim and Kerry.
Thank you, Linda.
So she does hold the record of eye rolls to me anyway, Carrie. But we want to talk quickly about this, Kerry Zarb. This is Stories with the Sunday Roast, the book edition. She's got a podcast where she's interviewed like tons of people, and the people on the cover are the ones that she's interviewed. It's got Linda, like stories, it's got all kinds of stuff in it, but the book is out, and guess what, Carrie? In the next few days,
I know.
the second collection is coming out. So, yes. So we want to acknowledge Linda and all the firsts she's accomplished this year. Now, not the first on the eye rolls, Carrie. That's been going on a long time.
Oh, has it really? Really? Well, Kim, I think Linda's doing a fabulous job. I'm super excited for book number 2, and book number 1 is like already here, obviously, and with book 2 coming out so quickly, like, wow, that's just so impressive and definitely living proof of exactly what we're talking about in our common theme today. So, so good. So, Kim, let's head over to our next roving reporter, the freaking fabulous Kat Corchado, with her health and wellness segment. Over to you, Kat.
Thanks, Kim and Carrie. Hi, everybody. This is the freaking fabulous Kat Corchado coming to you as a roving reporter for Good Morning Entrepreneurs. You know me as your health, wellness, and fitness advocate, helping you to stay freaking fabulous on your fitness journey. We're going to do another stretch that you can do in bed, of course. And this one is, again, for the outer hip. And I'm going to show you 2 different ways to do this. So feel free to use one or the other or both. So you're going to get onto your back again, and you should be because you're already in bed. And the first version of this is just crossing your right leg over your left knee. And notice my left leg is bent. Version number 1 is just take your hand on the inside of your right knee and press the knee away from you. Now, for a lot of people, this might be a huge stretch. And if you feel sort of a stretch, but you need a little bit more, here's the other version. So I'm going to release this very gently. You always release gently. You never just let it go. So you're here. The leg is across. You're going to lift your left foot off of the floor. Left hand is going onto the ankle. Take your right hand. Now, this is about opposition. So as I push the right knee away, the left knee is coming in. Oh, yeah, there's the stretch. And hold and breathe. And then gently relax and release the stretch. You're going to do this to both sides. So always check with your physician and or your physical therapist to make sure it's okay for you to do so. So until next time, back to you, Kim and Carrie.
Thank you, Kat. Oh my goodness, Kim. Wow.
She does amazing. And for those to be the first thing in the morning kind of things, Carrie, before we get out of bed, it makes a difference in how we get out of bed. It makes a difference in how we feel. You know, entrepreneurs, we sit a lot. We do a lot of things in front of a computer. And she is helping us all with her community, Small Space Pilates. She is definitely rocking my world. Can I just say it that way? She is rocking my world. And if any of you don't know Kat, get connected with her because she can rock your world too.
I love it, Kim. And I'm so grateful that we have Kat in our corner because I think definitely this desk stuff, our bodies are just not designed for this. So we need someone like Kat in our life to help us get everything moving and recognize the muscles that sometimes the computers have helped us forgot, like we've forgotten those muscles. Yeah. Happens over here, Kim. So love it. You are tuning in to Good Morning Entrepreneurs, and we'll be back in 1 minute after this quick commercial. Once upon a time, there was a princess from Oklahoma living a traveling life in Texas.
When along comes an Aussie bucket of swearing sunshine.
When these 2 girls from opposite ends of the globe met in February 2021,
even the universe did not know what it was in for.
Determined to solve world problems for entrepreneurs, we still to this day learn just how similar we are.
We have found our passions were too strong not to unite and become the partners in change that we are.
What is a bucket and a boom gate?
So a bucket is basically a category or a way to change how you're looking at something big.
And a boom gate is a way to protect ourselves. Sometimes we need a boom gate to protect ourselves from ourselves.
We have lots of experience of our lifetimes of business, and we want to share that with you.
We look forward to bringing you weekly episodes of the Buckets and Boom Gates podcast. Thank you for being here with us, and we have a lot more show coming up. Stay tuned as we step you through plenty more segments for entrepreneurs and today's common theme of getting started and taking the first step. And Kim, with that, we've got another roving reporter. Can you believe it? They're all lined up today. It's exciting. I love it.
I love it, Carrie.
So we have Yvonne Marchese, who is our resident age agitator. Take it away, Yvonne.
Thanks, Kim and Carrie. This is Yvonne Marchese coming to you as a roving reporter for Good Morning Entrepreneurs. I'm your resident age agitator, here to talk about midlife entrepreneurship. Last week, I spoke about the reluctance that you might feel to promote yourself and develop a personal brand. Today, I want to talk about how to get started. You know, we've all got a treasure trove of experiences and skills that we've gathered over the years. I mean, think about it. Your journey, the hurdles you've overcome, the victories you've celebrated, all of it shapes who you are today. And guess what? That's your secret sauce. Your personal brand is like a fingerprint. It's one of a kind and unforgettable. But where do you start? Start by identifying what makes you, you. What are your strengths, passions, values? Write them down, make a list, and then weave them into your brand story and talk about how they help you serve your customer. Because all they really want to know is how you can help them. And here's the fun part. Your personal brand is like a magnet. It'll attract the right people, your people. So whether it's your social media presence, your website, or even the way you just communicate, share your challenges. Because let's face it, we've been through a few by this point in our life, right? People connect with real stories. And what makes you, you is your greatest asset. People like to work with people they know, so let them get to know you. Embrace your midlife wisdom. Share your story. And watch your personal brand become a beacon that draws in the folks who resonate with you. Remember, you're not just selling a product or service. You're offering something of value based on your journey, your expertise, and your unique twist on things. It's time to own it, my friend, and show the world the remarkable brand that is you. That's all for now. Back to you, Kim and Carrie.
Thank you, Yvonne. Oh, Kim, that was good stuff.
It was good stuff, and I think it's kind of humorous after last night's conversation with Yvonne, Carrie. So I am going to say out loud, Yvonne has a midlife uprising community that I don't miss. I'm just going to say that every time they have a gathering, I don't miss it because it is so good. It's a space where conversations that just don't happen in other places happen in that gathering. And Carrie, I know that Yvonne and our health and wellness expert, Kat, are the Salty Sisters together. And they have a live stream coming up a little later this morning. I believe it's 11 a.m. Central, I think is the time for it. So if y'all haven't connected with the two of them together, you think one of them is amazing or the other one is amazing, wait till you see them together. So definitely go and check that out. But Carrie, I just want to poke on Yvonne for a second. Can we do
please
that
do
out loud?
Yes, go, princess.
So here's the thing about this production, and we want everybody to be paying attention to things they can walk away with. But when you are such an amazing human and your brand really is you, and you are roller skating through life, is what I'm going to say, because this is Yvonne. Her reels are off the charts good. She just posted one with her and Donna dancing last night. It was a reel. It was really good. But I think it's really important that you know she's living proof of how to build relationships and a community and all the things. So I can't help it, Carrie. I think everybody should be in the midlife uprising community. If you're a midlife woman or beyond, it is a great space to have amazing conversations. And she is our age agitator.
And Kim, I'm going to add to that and say that Yvonne is our guiding light when it comes to aging, because I'm pretty close. I'm getting there. I'm well into midlife and heading beyond midlife, and a lot of us have these thoughts and ideas and things, and Yvonne really helps us have those conversations out loud in her community. And what does she say? I'm gonna use Yvonne's word, rock star.
That's exactly it.
So, Kim, let's head over to our next roving reporter. We have Denise Millay, our findability queen. Over to you, Denise.
Thanks, Kim and Carrie. Good morning, everyone. This is Denise Millay coming to you as a roving reporter for Good Morning Entrepreneurs. And today we are talking about or answering the question, what is SEO? You hear it a lot, and there's so many jargony words that are out there. You talk about optimization, ranking, design, page inclusion, languages, marketing, mobile, fast page speed, all these crazy things, right? Why do you care? What is it about? Well, I will say that SEO gives you increased visibility. SEO is taking what is in search and making it appear better in results by giving it a higher rank so it shows higher on the page. That is the ultimate goal of search engine optimization. But I am going to say something here is that you can't optimize something if it's not there in the first place. So we talk about being findable. We talk about being included in search. So getting your content included, taking the necessary steps to tell search that your content is there so it will include it at all. And that is because we want people to be able to find you, right? And you have to be included to be found. We want you to be able to meet the people that need your services and your products. And the only way that can happen is if you're there in the first place. You can optimize it later, but right now we talk about being included. And we do this because we do want you to be findable. If they can't find you, they can't do business with you. Back to you, Kim and Carrie.
Thank you, Denise. Oh,
here I go again, Carrie. And
me too. Me too.
Coming soon to the land down under. So Denise has published a book on being findable. This whole concept, Carrie, I love when she says to us and reminds us often, you can't optimize what you don't have. So everyone who's out there who's trying to do some things in their business, because as entrepreneurs, we do want to be found, take it from Denise and learn the basics so that you can optimize that. So it's very exciting to me, Carrie.
And Kim, it's super exciting to me because Denise actually reached out and let me know that she's making this happen. It is coming to us. She's in discussions with Amazon as we speak, because for some reason it's just not showing itself, but it will soon. And I'll tell you what, as soon as it does, I'll be pressing that button, because Denise is definitely those 3 letters of SEO are not as scary, nowhere near as scary as they used to be, because Denise brings this beautiful calm to that scary space. So thank you, Denise.
We want to tell too, our findability queen will be hosting her next game night in just a couple of weeks, Carrie. Believe it's the 27th, I think. If not, here's the thing. I want you guys to connect with these people because they are living proof of what you can be doing in your business as well. So connect to Denise for game night and get an invitation so that you can come and have a lot of fun, but she will blow your mind with how simple this can be.
No, absolutely, Kim. Absolutely. It is a great one to attend, and it is fun, and you actually learn some things and have fun at the same time. Win-win. So, Kim, let's head over to the next roving reporter. We have Holly Totten, who is our very own writing coach. Take it away, Holly.
Thanks, Kim and Carrie. This is Holly Totten coming to you as a roving reporter for Good Morning Entrepreneurs. In today's writing and publishing section, I hope to relieve a little pressure off of any of you that are considering writing a book but are a little bit fearful of stepping out there and doing that. Because one of the things that I hear a lot is that I am not a writer. I don't know how to write. I can't write. Any way you can verbalize that. And I want you to know that I honestly believe we all have a story. And I also believe that not everyone is a writer, but everyone can be an author. And as an entrepreneur writing your story, your only job is to tell your story. That's all you have to do. Your editor will then take your story and work with you on the writing aspect of it and make it the best it can possibly be before it's published. You do not have to worry about dotting all the I's and crossing all the T's and getting your sentence structure and your flow and all of that exactly right, because your editor is there to help you do that. All you have to do is tell your story. The rest, your editor will make you look good at doing. That's all for today, Kim and Carrie. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly.
My goodness, Carrie, we're holding up 2 different books that Holly's already published with multiple authors in. And yeah, that's what we need to do is show everybody. But here's the thing about Holly Totten. She's got a 3rd one coming out in the next few days, Carrie. And she just finished an article writing workshop for our mastermind group. She has done so many amazing things. She just spoke at an event where everybody was lined up to get her to come and do workshops for all of them. So if you've ever thought about telling your story, Holly is your go-to person. I would definitely suggest connecting with Holly. And she has a stat. I'll probably get it wrong, Carrie, but she has a stat she uses. It's like 90-something% of entrepreneurs who've written a book said it helped their business.
Mm-hmm.
So Holly, forgive me if I'm quoting you wrong, but I feel like that's something to be said, because if you're listening and you are thinking of doing something about it, let Holly help you. That's what I'm going to say.
Yeah, and Kim, I think that number was 95%. If my memory serves me correctly, and I do love my numbers, but I'm almost confident it was 95%. So that's a significant amount.
Yeah, it is a huge amount, Carrie. And we're living proof of that as well. We hope everyone who's watching is seeing how they can do something for their business and themselves. That's what this show is for, Carrie.
Oh, absolutely. Love it, Kim. You are tuning in to Good Morning Entrepreneurs, and we will be back in 1 minute after this quick commercial.
This show is sponsored by
Groundwork Brigade Mastermind. Are you an entrepreneur who is focused on making an impact,
but you haven't figured out how to make an income doing it?
We spent years trying to figure out how to do both.
And we realized the business adventure is not a one-size-fits-all. I'm Kim White. I'm the founder and fierce leader of the My Sexy Business team.
And I'm Kerry Zarb, Aussie bucket of swearing sunshine.
And she's a brilliant entrepreneur, by the way.
We both understand how it feels to believe we are the only ones who can't figure things out.
So we decided to join forces so we could get in the trenches with you.
We lead a very special mastermind group so you can be confident in strategically implementing
the right things in the right order so that you too can get the best possible results.
We cover a variety of topics based on what you need,
including building a business that you own and doesn't own you.
We even address themes like social media strategy and simple tech solutions.
If you would like to meet other entrepreneurs who are living proof of what is possible,
come and join us. Oh, welcome back. Thank you for being here with us on this amazing Friday. And I think we've got some more show ahead still, Kim. We've got a bit going on. It's jam-packed. And, of course, today's common theme is getting started and taking the first step. And speaking of stepping, I think we need to go into our next segment, Kim, because we have our very own interview king and media personality, Adam Rothenberg, is joining us. Hey, Adam. Good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
Very well, thank you. How are you?
I'm doing well, thank you.
Yay. And Adam, oh, hang on, Kim's up to something. I see it.
No, I just can't wait to hear the juicy behind the curtain story. So I'm just like, tell us.
Oh, take it away, Adam.
All right. Well, today's behind the curtain story is all about my 2017 interview with Grammy-nominated singer-songwriter Lisa Loeb, who you may know from her #1 hit single, Stay, I Missed You, from the Reality Bites soundtrack. And this story is all about relationships. So little did I know that a friend of a friend worked at a press agency who was handling the promotion of Lisa's 2017 family album, Lullaby Girl, which featured reinterpreted songs that both kids and adults would like, including such songs as Be My Baby from Dirty Dancing, What the World Needs Now Is Love, and Tomorrow from the musical Annie. So I had been on this agency's email list for several years. And when I got the email about Lisa's album, I wasted no time in requesting an interview. Much to my surprise, however, my friend's friend was the person who replied to my email. And the funny thing is, neither she nor I knew about each other in this regard. So she didn't know I was on the agency's mailing list, and I didn't know she worked there, despite both of us having met a few times. And as it turns out, she actually wasn't the regular representative who was working on Lisa's projects at the time. She was just filling in while the regular rep was on vacation. So she was going to pass my request along to the proper people and get back to me if I could do an interview with Lisa. And after a few days, I received an email back saying I would be able to do a phone interview with Lisa Loeb. And now, you know, I will never know the behind the scene conversations that they had, but I have always felt that it was because of this relationship with my friend's friend that it helped me to get the interview. So the point of this story is that you need to foster relationships because you never know where somebody will be.
Oh, I love that, Adam.
Oh, yes. And Adam, I love that you are telling the stories that we don't get to hear when you just do an interview. Like, you have told us so many stories. You have so many things to tell. You've interviewed so many people. It just blows my mind how many people you're connected to. So it doesn't surprise me that you had some sort of a relationship with somebody that moved you to the top of the list. We think you should be to the top of everybody's list, including Dolly Parton, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
That is 100% true. Dolly is my #1 dream interview.
Well, I think it's going to happen, Adam. I just believe it.
Thank you so much, Adam.
You're welcome.
So, Carrie, for this next segment, I think we should bring our Jillo to stage to introduce it. But what do you say, Carrie?
Oh, I think that's a great idea, Kim. Good morning, Jill.
Good morning. Oh, I love these surprises this morning. Oh my goodness. Well, welcome to Princess Speak. Princess Speak vocabulary are words or phrases we have adopted with our community in mind to simplify some of the things that can actually trip us up in our business adventure. And today's phrase is, you can't steer a parked car. So Kim, you would tell us what your definition of that phrase is, please.
Oh my goodness. I love this, and I know I get made fun of for all of my Princess Speak things. I'll just say that. But think about a car sitting in a driveway, and it can't go anywhere if it doesn't get out of the driveway. So if it's not out of the driveway, you cannot steer it. You can't turn it to the right or left if it's not moving. And a lot of times in our business, we let perfection paralyze us. We let fear paralyze us. And we just don't get moving. So I think it's really important to think about how to get the car moving, how to get it out of the driveway. And don't worry so much about getting tripped up once you get out of the driveway and getting lost or getting off track, because you know what? You can always come back to where you got off track with your GPS, with your business GPS, and you can always get back on track. But I would rather get off at the wrong exit and get back on than to sit in my driveway the rest of my life and never go anywhere. So you cannot steer it if that car is not moving out of that driveway.
Thank you for that definition, Kim. Carrie, do you have a definition for the phrase to share?
I don't have a definition as such because I think the princess has pretty well nailed it this morning, but I remember hearing it for the first time and straight away all I could picture was when you are in the car in the driveway and you're turning the steering wheel and the wheels are just kind of rubbing on the pavement, and I'm like, oh yeah, that's what that noise is. Okay, I'm going nowhere. I get it. I'm picking up what Princess is putting down, and it made a lot of sense. And then we look at we take off the handbrake and we put it into gear. Like it's all those little pieces that get us moving out of the driveway. So that was my interpretation, was the wheels moving.
Adam, do you have an interpretation for us to share today?
Well, I agree with Carrie. I think Kim did a phenomenal job of defining the phrase. So I don't have my own definition, but I do have a clearer, going back to last week's theme of clarity and being clear, I do have a clearer understanding of what it means you can't steer a parked car. Now, if you told my 2-year-old self that wouldn't be true because our car was parked in the driveway, and at 2 years old, I put it in reverse and backed into the car parked across the streets. But as an adult now, I do understand. And some of the parts of my business where I have been struggling with or not able to move forward as quickly, I do now relate to you can't steer a parked car. So I have definitely been in a parked car plenty of times as an adult.
Adam, that is so funny because I have a story just like that about my younger self steering a parked car. But my 2-year-old, well, he's 3 now, and he likes to pretend to drive the car. And so that's what comes to my mind is how an actual toddler will try to drive a vehicle and they really can't get anywhere. But as we grow up and as we grow in our adventure, we are able to go ahead and make those moves to start steering our drivable car instead of a parked car. So it's a great analogy for what we do as we grow in our adventure. So thank you very much for bringing that to the table, Kim.
Thank you, Jill. So, Carrie, should we go to some final thoughts?
Oh, I think that's a great idea, Kim. Who wants to go first?
I was going to say Carrie at the same time.
I'll jump in. I think this was I think it was a great show, and I just love how everything connects and that everybody has a first step that they have to take. And it is sometimes taking that first step, even when it's not perfect. But then I think about so many things in this community. And I mean, Good Morning Entrepreneurs is a perfect example of taking that first step and every week doing something different to level up the show makes me see, okay, it doesn't have to be perfect when I first put it out there. It can grow as time goes on.
Love that, Adam.
You hit my point too, Adam. I think today's show was full of great first steps, and I am so happy to have that evidence for everybody to watch and see that we're living proof of the same kind of messaging that we're putting out. And it's so exciting to see all of our roving reporters doing first steps and us here being that living proof. So I love the new additions. I'm so glad to have been surprised by them. And I hope everybody watching was surprised by them too, because they were so much fun. So
Thank you, Jill. Well, Kim, I was very surprised by today's additions to the show, and I have to say out loud, I'm so grateful for our roving reporters because they all took a first step coming with us on this journey and becoming roving reporters for the show. And even everyone that tunes in, if it's the first time you're tuning in, you're taking a first step. So I think there's a lot of celebrating to do in that, being today's common theme, and I'm just excited to watch everyone grow and this community grow and everyone on their own individual journeys taking all the steps together. So
Very exciting, Carrie. And I want to throw something out really quickly because I just got the new Because They Lived book from Melissa Bottorff Airy, and that was something that she took the first step of. Now she's got the second one live and out there, and Carrie, the third one is on its way even. So I feel like that is something that when you get the car out of the driveway, even if it's taking you a while, it's okay. But when you get the car out of the driveway, look out because you can steer it and do so many amazing things by just starting. So I do want to say one last time, if you're listening to the show and you are stuck somewhere, find a way to get out of there and get moving so that you can do amazing things, because everyone on this show is living proof that you can do crazy hard things. And when you do it together, it's a lot more fun. So that was my final thought.
Oh, Kim, I loved that, especially highlighting Melissa's book, and number 2, number 3's on the way. We've got Linda Bonney with book number 2 coming out. Holly's done an arrangement of books now with number 3 coming out, and probably more that are coming forth as well. Everyone's moving forward. It's so exciting.
So we are going to say the first step to having a business is getting started. You can't steer a parked car out of the driveway. You have to put it in drive and start moving. So put your thoughts in motion and begin to think about the kind of business you want to have and get moving, y'all.
Join us next Friday at 7 a.m. Central.
This is the team signing off for Good Morning Entrepreneurs.